Hello YouTube viewers, subscribers, non-subscribers, and everybody else. Welcome back. This is your first time here, just welcome. Some of you may recognize this destroyed pile of Toyota. If you do, then pay no mind to the links in the description down below. If you do not recognize this vehicle, it may behoove you to get caught up and check out the 2 previous videos I made on this car. Long story short, the engine blew up in it due to having no lubricant inside of the oil pan and crankcase. The customer had it towed here. I purchased this rolling death trap garbage dumpster of a car because I want to take this engine out of this car, disassemble it, and just see how badly it's destroyed inside. I believe it locked up or ceased to rotate while driving. When I first got a hold of it, I attempted to bar the engine over with a very long ratchet, and it was stuck solid. Anyway, all that being said, what I'm going to do now is bring this thing into the shop and get all the fluids and everything drained out of it, because I'm preparing to transport this in order to extract this engine from this vehicle. Also, I think you guys should know there was a living ecosystem that was present in this car. I have installed a series of bug bombs and some of that powder stuff and a few other noxious chemicals to kill the inhabitants that were living in this thing. I don't know if I got them all, but I got most of them. Either way, I have installed some protection here for me to make sure I don't bring any crispy critters home with me or transport any crispy critters into my vehicle. Yeah, I don't want to touch anything. I also have installed some personal protective equipment to make sure I do not contaminate myself while I have to go inside of this to move it. This will be the first time I've entered this vehicle, and I hope it's one of the last times I will have to enter this vehicle. I'm going to go ahead and put all the windows down for a little while before we push this thing into the shop, just to let some air flow through this, because it's been sealed up pretty tight, full of bug bomb stuff for about a week now, and breathing what's inside of this thing scares me. Oh, it's so scary in here. We're moving under manpower because we don't have engine power. Okay. Let's go forward. Oh no, my protection fell off the steering wheel. Almost there. Get me out of this thing. Okay, get me out, get me out, get me out, get me out. Off. Ah, I can't get out. I can't get out. No. Yeah. Okay, let's see what it looks like from the bottom side. Okay, first things first, I want to get the sample of the oil to send it to the lab. Let's put that right there for now. There's my drain plug. I hope there's enough in here. There should be. It's got a little bit of oil. Okay. Yeah, that's a half quart. Okay, this is going to the laboratory. And I'm gonna let this drain until it's done, and then I'll move over to the trans and drain that too. Alrighty, let's get the trans drained while we're here. See if this stuff's in any better shape. No. That's absolutely terrible. Looks like motor oil. Wow. look at that goodness. That's supposed to be automatic transmission fluid. Okay, since the little fitting is right here, I'm gonna drain the coolant out of it too. The less fluids that are in here that I could spill, the better. See if it has any coolant. Yeah, there's some in there. You know, I didn't plan on this, but this oil pan is right here. I'm gonna pull this pan down and we're gonna see if there's any destruction inside of that pan. It's perfect time for that. Hardest to reach bolts first. Okay, let's go around. I got all the bolts out. Let's crack this pan loose. Yeah, a little bit of pry bar and hammer action. Please come out without effort. There we go. I don't know if we're gonna see anything in there. Nope, I don't think we are. Well, here's some destruction. Okay, up into the engine. I don't really see much going on, but down here in the pan, it is full of metal chunks. This is most likely bearing material. I'm gonna venture a guess that it spun a bearing, chewed it to nothing, locked it up, and broke a rod. But we're gonna find out. All right, now that we know absolute destruction has indeed taken place, I'm gonna put this back and finish the fluid drain and get this piece of Toyota out of here. 2 bolts will suffice. I don't need to seal it because it's never gonna have oil in it again. Yeah, I'll do one more in the front and that'll be that. But fear not, some good will come out of it. I've got a buddy whose wife needs tires on her Corolla, and these tires on this particular car are nearly brand new. I believe they were built in the 47th week of 2020. It has 4 very decent tires on there. I'm going to give them these tires because they do need them. They need them more than I do, and I'm not gonna throw these away and let them go to scrap. So someone is gonna get a set of brand new tires out of this. We are all going to get a learning experience and an investigative report on the engine oil and just how badly this engine destroyed itself. So there will be plenty of good things that come out of the sacrifice of this old, dead and blown up Toyota. Let's go ahead and pull the valve cover off and see if there's any destruction under there next. There we go. 4 more bolts from my collection. Okay, got the coils off. These are probably reusable in some capacity, so I'm gonna save these. Okay, let's buzz off some more 10mm bolts. And pop this valve cover. Those 2. Couple more on this side. That's all of them. Yep. Get this off of him. More pry bar. It's blue, so you know it's good. Oh, of course. Again, there's not much up here for any telltales. Quite a bit of varnish and whatnot, but no destruction has been observed. Again, I believe it's all down here in the bottom end on the crankshaft. So we'll have to get this engine out and get real deep into it to see exactly where it failed and what it was. All right, this is enough exploratory diagnostics for one day. I'm gonna get this thing out of the shop and off the rack. See you later, Toyota.